Well, I am joined now by Jason Woods, Jacksonville's native son. He is bringing his one-man performance to town, the near disaster of Jasper. And Casper, hey,
You got it.
welcome, Jason. Thanks for being here.
Thank you. It's really a delight.
So the music we just heard was your original orchestral composition,
Hmm.
but you wear a lot of hats, creatively speaking.
That's the rumor.
Yeah, tell us all that you do. I mean, you direct, you're a composer, you act,
You're telling me all I do. You're right. You're right.
but there's more.
Compose music, do some scenic design, working on my first short film, have a feature film written. I create.
You do.
I create. That's what I do. But I don't do it alone. It sounds like I do it alone, but I have a lot of people that help me.
You have a lot of people that help you, but in this production that you're bringing to Atlantic Beach, you actually do it all.
I don't run the technical components. Bryce Cofield, my good friend, does that. But I'm on stage for 90 minutes telling the whole story with my music underneath it, yes.
How many characters do you perform?
In the near disaster of Jasper and Casper, there are 9. And in A Christmas Carol, which I've talked about before in Jacksonville, there's about 20. But in Jasper and Casper, these are all my creations. Obviously, I didn't create the characters in A Christmas Carol. Charles Dickens did that.
Yes.
So,
But this is your own creation.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about the story of Jasper and Casper. They're brothers?
they are, well, Jasper is the adopted brother of Casper. Jasper is just under 20, and there's nothing really remarkable about him, but he wants to find his real family, so he goes on a search, and his adopted brother Casper, who is ever eager to find a new audience of admirers because he thinks himself the greatest actor in the world, happily accompanies him. Casper is full of malapropisms, and he meets people and says, allow me to reproduce myself. Casper is my name, and you would do well to dismember it. If you would see me act upon a stage, you would look to your eyes, for they would stream tears. You would tend your hands, for they would ache from much applause clapping, and all the skin on your body would bump the goose.
The goose. That's excellent.
So that's Casper.
That's Casper.
That's him in a
A
nutshell.
little full of himself.
That's him in a nutshell. Hey, everybody's smiling and nodding.
Yeah. Our production booth there loves you. So
They're good people.
they are good people. So on this adventure, they encounter all kinds of other characters also played by you.
Correct. Yes.
Like,
There's a witch. Her name is Winifred Isabel Titania Charlotte Higgins. My initials spell witch. Can you believe my mother almost named me Brenda?
very good.
Right. And of course there's Festwick Oswald Popinjay, the Queen's messenger.
Huh?
His initials spell Fop, but we don't really say that in the show. We just and there's one person in about 3 years who's actually figured that out.
Notice that on their own?
Yes. There's let's see, I'm not going to do him, but there's a Scottish thug named Cadmus Heximus.
Oh.
And he's trouble. And he warns Jasper about the pasture of the deadly cows.
The pasture of the deadly
He,
cows.
I will do a little bit. He warns him, you better beware of the pasture of the deadly coos. I'm sorry, pasture of the deadly coos? Pasture of the deadly coos. Pasture of the deadly cows. That's what I said! Deadly coos. So, people get a kick out of the coos.
There's also a dragon.
There is a dragon.
Yeah.
Yes. I play dragon in the show.
Is it a scary dragon or like a friendly Puff the Magic type dragon?
No, not a puff. It's a magical dragon that we're not sure about him at first. He's mysterious at first. There's a rumor that he can disappear, and he is articulate.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Well, this show comes. It's actually going to be 3 performances over 3 months. Is that right?
we
You
have
have an extended residency.
we have a show on April 25th in Atlantic Beach, and we have future dates set right now. And I've performed it in a few other places, and we have even more that we hope to do in the future. So there's ample opportunities coming up to see the show locally.
Gotcha. And so, how can people find tickets? And do they need to get them in advance?
Yes, we're not selling tickets at the door. We're only selling online, and you can get them at my website, which is jasonwoodsproductions.com. If you Google Jason Woods or Productions, you'll definitely find it. It's quite easy. I'm afraid the ticket link is kind of an alphabet soup of letters and numbers.
Okay. Well, they can find it at your website. I mean, you have been a acclaimed actor. You won I'm trying to remember the name of the acting award that you won a couple of years back, but it was a solo performance award.
Yeah. I was really fortunate and surprised to win that at the United Solo International Theater Festival.
Congrats for that. I mean, you
Thank
do
you.
off-Broadway work. Is it difficult to be working, putting on the kind of productions you are when you're just sort of down the street from these multi-million dollar extravaganzas?
Well, I made my peace with that before I went there, and I've also been there as a patron before, as an audience member, and it was actually just a thrill, man. I was just standing on the street some days with a silly grin on my face, just saying, I'm in New York playing characters that I want to play, that I created.
Well, Jason Woods, we look forward to seeing you April 25th at your performance. Thanks so much for being here.
Oh, it's my pleasure.